Welcome to Clique of Heels, your number one spicy dancer community where we ensure all strippers are set up for success. I'm your host, Angel Torres, and each week we dive deep into the world of exotic dance, offering tips, advice, and stories to empower and inspire. Whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, this is your go-to resource for all things in the dancer community. Please like and follow us on all of our platforms as it helps us grow our community. And if you would like to be on an episode, please email me at cliqueofheels@gmail.com. Stay powerful. Let's get into it. Jennifer, what is your worst experience working in the strip club industry?
Definitely being walked out on tab. Just the bad days. That's it.
Like of not making
money. I mean, I haven't had anybody do anything like poorly to me. So, I mean, other than that, that would be the worst thing. I mean, because you expect the weird stuff, you know?
Yeah,
the weird shit's expected. So, I mean, that doesn't make it a bad day. It makes it a normal day.
Mm-hmm. I guess I'll tell y'all my worst experience. I mean, I've had a couple of bad experiences. Had one happen maybe 3 months ago. Had this guy, and he just like, I just went up to him and he was like, "Oh, do you want to do a room?" Like just immediately. And I was like, "Yeah, let's go." And we went upstairs and he's like trying to negotiate price with me. He's like, trying to do, because I have my homegirl with me, and so he's trying to give us both $300, and he's like, "All I want to do is eat your punani." And I was just like, well, I didn't say, no, because I want the money, and like that's illegal. So I was just like, okay, yeah, sure, whatever, like put the money in my fucking hand. Puts money in my hand, puts money in her hand, and then she's like, because we know how to like finesse. Me and her are like a duo team. We make guys think, we give them the fantasy. We make them think that we're going to give them what they want, and then we don't, by like grinding the time out, And so I'm with him first. No. She's with him first. I go to the bathroom. I'm like, "Hey, I need to go to the bathroom." So she's like dancing, whatever. I come back and we switch. She's like, "I need to go to the bathroom." But okay, this was kind of fucked up. She goes to the bathroom and she doesn't come back. Dude, she does not come back. And I'm like, where's my friend? Like, I don't know where she's at. And she texts me. She's like, "I'm leaving. Like, I have to go. No, emergency, blah, blah, blah." And I'm just like, oh my God, I'm like left with this guy and he wants to eat my kitty right now. And so he's like, "Well, I gave you the money. Like, let's stop with all this like lollygagging. Like, let me do what I want to do." And I was just like, no, I don't know. I don't want to do that. And he's like, "You know what? I'm going to tell your manager." And I was like, "Okay, go tell my manager." And I was like, "You know what?" He's like, you need to give me my money back though. Like, you can have like $100 of it, but just give me back 200. And I was like, no, you already put it in my hand. It's like in my pocket. No. And he's like, "Oh, well, I'm going to tell your manager." And I was like, "You know what? I'm going to tell my manager." And so we both like run downstairs and I go to the office and I tell them like, "This guy's trying to eat my kitty cat and he already gave me money and he's gross. Like, no." And so they're like, "Who is he?" So they go find him and they talk to him, and the guy told them that he gave me money, but I didn't give him dances. And I was like, "Oh, no. I'll give you dances. That's fine with me. I'll give you all the dances you want. 3 of them. Like, I'll give you 3 dances at that point because I don't really want to deal with you." And so that guy, he spends a lot of money in that club, I guess. I've never seen him. I don't know at that point. And he was so mad. He's like, "I'm never going back here again. I'm going to call the cops." And so the managers de-escalated the situation. But he was acting so erotic and crazy that like I was like actually scared that he was going to hurt me or something. So I packed up my bag and ran out of there while they were talking, like the management to that guy. And I don't know. I saw him one time after that, very briefly, but I didn't like really remember because like I see so many people, I don't keep them locked in my head. Like I remember their face, but I don't really remember the situation or what happened until I actually talked to them. So I did see him one more time after that, and he seemed happy. I don't know. Yeah, but yep. I mean, that's one of many stories. Oh my God. Let me tell another one. I was working at Spearmint Rhino in Dallas, and it was super slow, super dead. This one guy, there was only one guy in the club. He comes up to me. He's like, hey, I lost my sunglasses. Like, can you help me find them? I think I left them in the VIP area. I was like, yeah, sure. I grab my phone. I go in the VIP with him. I'm like looking on the floor, like actually looking. And he comes up behind me and he tries like to literally rape me in there. And I'm like, ah! So I like run out of there and then get away from that guy. And later on that night, I go upstairs to the DJ booth to pay out the DJ, and I told him what happened. He was like, oh yeah, I saw that. I was like, what? You saw me like going through that and you didn't like go into the mic and be like, hey, someone get her some help. Yeah. Like something. And that's like it's when I stopped working.
That's terrible.
Yeah, I've worked at Spearmint Rhino 3 times, and every single time I had something bad happen to me, so I stopped working there, period. With management or like just like the people there, not really necessarily the customers. I mean, that customer was awful, but like the actual people working there, they don't care about the girls, they care about the money. That's what I like about our club, because they for the most part care about the girls. So that was my worst experience. Some of them. I have many more. But you get faced with a lot of bad experiences as a dancer, because they like to take advantage and like to push boundaries as much as they can when with dancers. So it's great. It's great.
They feel like they can. So yeah.
Do whatever you allow them to.
And some. So what are mistakes or regrets y'all ladies have made on the job, so our listeners don't make the same mistakes?
Don't be too trusting.
Yeah. That was it.
Yeah. Don't tell them too much or anything about your personal life.
Nobody.
As little as possible.
Management, co-workers, clients, does not matter.
Mm-hmm.
The less that you tell them, the more protected you are.
Keep business.
Do you guys have your own like fake persona in the club? Like you have, because for me, like I'll tell the customers like stuff that makes me, the stuff that's not true.
Mm-hmm. That makes you appeal to them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Do you have like a story that a script that you stick to, or is it always different depending on like the customer?
Depending on the customer for me.
So how do you keep track? Because sometimes I tell customers like, oh, I'm 27. Like I lie about my age, because like some guys are like turned off about me being young. I'm 24. So some guys are just like, that's way too young. And I'm like, okay, I'm 27. Like that's always like a good age, 25 to 27. It's like, you know.
It goes both ways. They're not going to keep up with your lies, like, you know, you're not going to keep up with theirs. So one time they might tell you they're not married. The next time they might end up slipping up and saying that they are. So it's the playground that kind of comes with, you know.
Just giggle it off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, is that what I said?
Is that what I said? I'm silly.
Mm-hmm.
Some of these guys, though, they really do remember like what you say. Like I've had guys tell me like they remember everything I said. I'm like, oh yeah, like I don't remember anything I said. Yeah, true. Yeah, I said that. That was great. You know. What's your guys' best experience working in the club?
The gifts, the money.
Money.
Yeah, the money. You get a lot of good experiences out of it, you know, because you make good money. You can travel more and do things. You get invited to a lot of cool things, different events that maybe you normally wouldn't have been.
What's like
Little
the
perks.
coolest event you got invited to?
Just go to a lot of, I don't know, like concerts or, you know, go out of the country a lot. That's, for me, that's what it is, traveling.
What's your favorite place you've traveled to?
Costa Rica.
Costa Rica. Ay, ay, ay. It's beautiful there, I bet.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Never been. I don't have my passport. I'm lame. What about you, Tia?
The better the money, the better the experience. Because, like, honestly, when I know that I'm making money, it just puts you in a better mood. But, you know, like, it just, I don't know, my energy's higher. I can, you know, I have that much more to talk about. You're that much more funnier. Oh my God, baby. You know what I mean? So it's just,
Yeah.
Not the better the money, the better the day.
What's like the highest y'all have ever got tipped?
As a waitress or a dancer?
Both. Give us your both.
I'll answer as a waitress. Maybe 500. But I'm new to it, so I'm only a few months in.
Yeah.
So, but waitresses I work with now get paid very, very well now that they have a clientele base. You know?
Do you think you're growing your clientele base? Yeah.
Takes time.
It takes time for sure. What about you, Tia?
Probably like 1,300.
Okay. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I think I know.
Yeah. You know.
Oh, this is recent.
Yeah, she knows. Yeah.
I think, for dancers at our club, at least, we can make our money off one guy.
Yeah.
So, like, a lot of girls in the club, after they get that one room, they're like done, you know, because it's like $1,000 room. But for me, I still like to hustle out even after that because I'm like on a high horse, you know. I'm like, I'm getting the money today. So, I can't really pinpoint like an exact number for like one customer, but I think the most I've made, it's like 2,600.
That's good.
Yeah. And then as a bikini model, the most I've made is 5,000.
Oh,
yeah. I won a contest last year for 5,000. It was pretty great. Deals nothing with stripping, but kind of, you know.
That's great though.
Yeah, that
all
was
counts.
cool. That was cool. Do you guys know how much you like average a shift?
I mean, there's bad days and there's good days, you know. So there's days I've left with like $30-something.
I would bang my head against a wall.
And you want to. But
Yeah.
also then there's days you leave with, you know, over $1,000 and, you know, you can't complain. It makes up. It's a good average.
Yeah. Yeah. I have an app. It's called Tipsy. I recommend anyone who gets tips to have this app, but this app lets me put in how much I made for the day, how many hours it took for me to make that, and then it has a note section where I can put all my write-offs. So I'll put house mom, I paid her $10. DJ, I paid him $10. I bought a tea bag today, paid $20. I bought this outfit, I paid whatever. So at the end of the year, I'm able to calculate all my taxes and easily, just it's all in one place. And it also tells you how much you make hourly, like average for the year, hourly average for the month, your highest tip out day, your lowest tip day. So it's a really good resource. I will leave it in the comments or in the description of that resource. I think it's a really good resource for any girl or person to have in this industry. My average right now is $100 an hour for what I do. So
That's not bad.
yeah,
That's actually not bad at all.
yeah.
It's a good day.
Good day, good
How many
day.
days a week do you work?
I work Tuesday through Friday,
Okay.
so 4 days, and on the low end, I make 2,000 a week. On the higher end, it's like 3 and up.
Okay.
And that's like with no extras. If I was an extra girl, shit. Shit. I think, okay, everyone has a price. My price, I tell people 10,000, but like everyone always is like, fuck no, I'm not, what? I could get pussy for free. I'm like, okay, go get it for free then. Bye. But that's like for me, it's my saver, like my thing that saves me from doing things with people, because I know they're always gonna say no. I've only had 2 people say yes, and then I got scared. It's like, I'm not. This is not actually. No, I'm not gonna. I'm scared. Because like, if you're paying that much money for pussy, like, you probably have like something wrong with you.
Yeah.
Clearly.
You know, like, yeah,
For sure.
that's scary. So do y'all expect tippers to tip you guys out?
What do you mean?
Like, if you put them on, if you're helping them, like, do you expect like a tip?
I don't expect it, but it is nice.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because in the industry that we do work in, I can't entertain you.
Mm-hmm.
So if I go get a girl for you, you know what I mean? Especially if she's sitting there not doing anything, and I go get you specifically to make money, sometimes they just automatically tip you out because of the environment that we work in, and we're just, you know what I mean? Thank you for putting me on money. Sometimes it's just a unwritten rule that girls do, but sometimes they do not.
Mm-hmm.
They do not. And I'm not going to say anything,
Mm-hmm.
you know, because I'm just like, I don't want the drama.
I think you're really nice.
I just don't want the drama. Because I'm just like, it does get to the point where it's like, yeah, I would like a tip out, but at the same time, I'm not going to go beg for, like, and sometimes that's what it feels like, I'm begging for it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know that we're here. Why should I have to ask you for something? You know what I mean? So.
Well, you know, all girls don't know the unspoken rules in the industry.
Touche.
Right. So I do know this waitress, she works at, or I don't think she works there anymore, but she worked at Bucks, and she would like put on her stories about how she like put girls on the customers, but she would be like, hey, like, I had this really good customer coming in, I'm gonna like put you on him, and then just take care of me at the end of the night. I got you. Just like saying it in not like, hey, like, I need some money because I put you on, you know? It's more of like doing it in a sly way where it doesn't seem like, you know, like rude. So, I mean, there's some little game for y'all, you know, just, you know, like, put the girls on, but let them know, like, hey, if you want to help me out, for helping you out, I got you, and I got you next time too, you know. And then girls are more inclined to help y'all, and then vice versa.
They're pretty good about it.
Yeah,
For the most part, because they get it.
What do you guys think is a fair amount for someone to tip you guys if you put them on?
Whatever they're comfortable with. Yeah, it kind of depends on what they make. If they make nothing, obviously you expect nothing, you know. It just depends on the situation. Every situation's different.
Yeah.
You know, now if they pop like 5 bottles and went and use someone else, you know, that might be like, okay, what, you know, break me off something. That's not cool, you know. But that never ever happens. So, I mean,
what do you guys carry with you every shift to make sure your shift is successful?
My vape.
No, say that. I knew it.
And an edible. That's about it.
Okay.
That is it. Just, yeah.
A vape and an edible.
Us. We yelled at for our name tags.
Yeah,
On the
right.
table.
Oh,
So
my
a
God.
marker.
Yeah.
Marker.
Mm-hmm.
So at our club, these women have to, or the waitresses, they have this little index card and they have to write their name on it and put it on the table. And that way everyone in the club knows that's Jennifer's table.
Mhm.
So marker, vape, weed,
Fishnets.
fishnets,
Yes.
Extra fishnets. Always a must.
fishnets. Do y'all have a fanny?
Yeah, but that's my choice.
Oh, okay.
Too much money.
Too much money. More money, more problems. Is that it? And your phone, right? Apple
Yeah.
Watch. That really
Yeah.
helps, right?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
girls will message you, like if they need something or to, we have a communication system
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
with each other.
Yes. I would have an Apple Watch on me all the time, but it doesn't like look good with my fit. I'm just like, it looks like,
She has the cutest outfits, might I add.
I really try. I really try.
Shows.
Have you guys ever had conflict with a dancer? And how did you handle it if you did?
Nope.
That's good.
I get along with them all. They're all,
Yeah.
no problem. with it.
You're very nice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
They have to deal with enough there. We all
Exactly.
do,
Yeah. You've never had conflict?
I have, but it wasn't. I just decided to let it go.
How,
Like, we
like
just-
you let it go in the moment, or you let it go like a couple days later?
And the moment
Prolonged.
I was up, it was a grief process throughout the shift. But by the end of the shift, I was done. I'm just like, it's okay.
You left it at work.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because it's a work drama. So,
Yeah.
and it's not even constant. It's just every once in a while. So I'm like, I'd rather, when you have a messed up attitude, it messes your money up. So sometimes it's best to just leave things where they lie.
Yes. Yes. That's some great advice there.
Mm.
What advice would you guys give to new strippers about working with waitresses and bartenders?
Don't have attitudes. We're there for you. We're there to help you, to make your job easier, to take some stress off you at the table too, and to have your back. So, to come to us if you need anything, and we'll do our best to help it out and make it smooth and make everybody money.
Mm-hmm.
Primarily, we just work with women.
Right.
So, yeah, we kind of have to, when it comes to women, I do let my guard down, So only when it comes to certain things. Because, yeah, if I do feel like, certain women are too intoxicated, I will take drinks. I will give water out, Yeah, I try not to be too aggressive when it comes to that. But then also, it's about their well-being.
Mm-hmm.
I understand you're trying to make the money, but also, like, I don't want, you have a life outside of this. So I don't want for you to be getting too fucked up and then thinking that going home or trying to drive, you know what I mean? It's just, yeah. So just kind of being there for each other.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So what advice would you give to new strip club waitresses and bartenders?
Be nice.
Mm-hmm.
Just be nice. Like, I feel like because we're nice, we make it.
We make more money if we get along. Because if we're feuding, bartenders will take longer on the drinks. It's better if we all get along.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're there for money and we make a lot more when we get along.
Yes, really.
Yes. Yes. I think I'm not I think I'm pretty nice in the club, at least. I mean, I'm nice. So I don't have really any problems with anyone in there. Oh, actually, I did have a problem. I'm calling her out. I'm calling her the fuck out with this girl named Ruby. You guys remember Ruby? She got fired.
I don't know who that is.
Good, because
I do.
mean, she worked there briefly because she's problematic. But every time I worked with her, and her locker was right next to mine. Great, it was awesome. But she just, I don't know what it was, what her problem was with me. She just always wanted to, claim dominance over me. She had, a dominance issue.
Like, in what way?
So, one time I was with a customer, and she did this a lot. I'll just give an example of what she would do all the time. I had this customer. I'm sitting with him outside. He's smoking a cigar. And she walks outside and she sees him. And she immediately just comes and sits on his lap, grabs his cigar, puffs it, and blows it in my face. And I was like, oh, like, you are so lucky I'm nice. I want to punch you in the face right now. Like, who the F do you think you are, just walking up and not even asking the man to smoke his cigar, grabs it out of his hand. And he didn't mind. And she just, like, sat there and was just like, oh, when you're bored of this, like, hit me up. I'll be here. And I was like, oh my God, like, I am so nice. I am so freaking nice. I want to punch her in the face. And she just kept doing that with multiple customers. This other time I was sitting at the bar and I'm with this guy and she comes and she's like, she says the same thing. Like, I saw you looking at me when I was on stage, and when I know you're gonna get bored of this little thing going on right here, so when you do, I'm over here. And he was like, that was really rude. I was like, yeah, she doesn't like me. I don't know what. Like, I've never even, like, said anything rude to her. One time we were in the locker room. She asked me if I worked out, and I was like, yeah, like, I work out at Fitness Connection. And she's like, oh, that's too bad. And I'm like, oh my God, like, this girl is like, I don't know what's wrong with her. Like, what the heck? And eventually it got to the point where I was like, okay, this girl is making customers uncomfortable because she's, like, confronting me in front of customers. Oh, another time I had this regular come in to see me, and he came in to see me. He texted me like, hey, I'm coming in. Like, I want to see you do a room, blah, blah, blah. I was like, okay, cool. I come. And I go out on the floor and she's with him. And I'm like, oh my God. And so I go up to them. And I'm like, hi. Like, I'm always cool. Like, I like making money with girls. Like, I do not mind that. But some girls don't. Some girls want them to themselves. And so it got to the point where my other friend came. And my other friend was like standing up for me because I'm not a conflict person. So she was like, hey, Ruby, he came in to see Veronica. They're having their time today. She's like, well, he's sitting with me right now. And it just, like, got super heated, and it got to the point where the customer was like, whoa, like, I don't want the drama, like, we can share the wealth. And I was like, okay, that's fine, I'm leaving. Like, you win this battle, but I know I'm going to win the war. And so after that, I go up to our GM and I was like, hey, I am just saying, I'm coming to you because I don't want to fight someone. But I'm about to fight someone. If, like, this girl, she keeps doing this and this and this. So I'm just coming to you to let you know. And he's like, well, she's already on a warning with us. We already have fired her before, like, over a year ago. And then we rehired her. And it was for same stuff like this. So if I hear one more time that she's, like, still being a bully to other women in here, she'll get fired. I was like, okay, cool. And then, like, 2 weeks later, during night shift, she got in a fight with someone and they fired her. So, Ruby, suck my ass. Suck my ass. That's what you get.
I hear that.
You just missed out on your money because you're a mean girl. No one likes a mean girl.
Right.
No, like, don't be a mean girl in this industry. You're going to, like, no one's going to want to
There's enough money to go around.
Enough money to go around, for sure, for sure.
But then also when you see girls at one club, more than likely you'll see them at another. And you don't want to carry that from one work environment to another work environment.
Yeah,
like, it's too much.
It is. So just be nice. Be nice. I mean, mainly most of the girls in this industry are nice. Like, or they just keep to themselves. Be nice or keep to yourself. You know? Yeah. So What are y'all's future plans, if any, outside of this?
Well, I've had a career doing other things, and this is just, I don't know, it's kind of fun and exciting right now to revisit this world.
Yeah.
Just different from my norm for what has been the past 8 years.
Right. Yeah.
Since I haven't been in it,
So, Tia, what are your future plans outside of this, if you have any?
I think this was always a middle point. The only reason why I'm not saying I put, like, in college, of course, it was good money. Like, being able to be flexible and just, also I'm already out partying, so might as well get paid to party and then get drunk for free, essentially. But since moving down here, I just picked up the position because I needed the fast money and I knew what I was doing. But I don't think I want to transition back to corporate America, but I would like to be, I wouldn't mind having my own business, or at least not having to rely on somebody else to make my money. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Your own business in, like, financial literacy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like that. Even if it's like a nonprofit where I can kind of give out information for free so that kids can actually, like, not saying can parent to the Boys and Girls Club, but they're a nonprofit organization that does help the community. So it's just like, something like that, even if it is like a couple hours out the week or a couple hours out the month, or, a seminar a couple times out the year, whatever the case is. But yeah, because I grew up from nothing, and everything I had to get.
Right.
Yeah, you take everything. You can't just wait for it to come to you. So, but sometimes you need that outlet and that resource. And I think that in my life, things kind of lined up nice where when I was looking for something, and I was able to get it when I was looking for it. So, yeah.
Well, to all the listeners and watchers, if you need some financial literacy, Tia is your girl to hit up. She will help you out for a price.
Of course. For a price, baby.
Yeah, baby.
What are your plans?
So I am working on my plans. So Clique of Heels, this podcast, is just, what is it called? Like Clique of Heels is an overall brand. Okay. And my goal is to capitalize on this industry. So this industry is one of the only industries where you come in and as any position, waitress, bartender, dancer, manager, DJ, whatever, you come in and they expect you to know what the heck you're doing. You're not getting trained. No one's telling you how to do. No one's giving you game. You're learning it all on your own. And my goal is to make this the number one resource where you can come and learn everything before you even come in. I'm your trainer. I'm your go-to guide. You can find everything that you need to know about the industry through Clique of Heels. So there's the community, which you can follow, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube will soon be out. It probably will be out by the time this video is out. Spotify, Apple Music, everything. So just building that community where you can watch and listen and learn. And then there's going to be another stem of it where I'm actually teaching dance because I love to dance. I'm a certified pole teacher now. I got my certification. Woo! For level 1 and 2 only though.
Right,
but
babe.
Thank you.
Yeah, she is great.
Yeah, she is
really good.
She is.
Thank you.
Has nice stage presence. It's nice. Yes.
Thank you. I deeply care about my stage presence and putting on a show because it's really lost in this industry, and I'm trying to be a leader and show other people like it's fun and it's okay to go all out, and you do make money doing that. Like there's, the industry doesn't have to be like sex. It can be about the fantasy and the performance and making money that way. So you have like that's why I deeply love what I do, because like I have respect for myself. I don't like hate myself. I used to when I first started this industry. I did everything. I did everything bad that you're not supposed to do. But now like I see it in a different light, and I want to show women that that's a better light to look in it. I mean, my way is not like the right way, the best way, whatever, but it does take a lot of hard work and dedication. So the pole, the dancing aspect of Clique of Heels, and then there's going to be one-on-one mentoring for that I offer as well. If you want one-on-one mentoring, just email me at cliqueofheels@gmail.com, cliqueofheels@gmail.com, or you can DM me on Instagram, also Clique of Heels. So yeah, my Clique of Heels is my baby. And then once that starts supplementing how much I make in the club a month, that's when I'm going to go full throttle and like stop dancing and really focus on the brand. But as of right now, I'm doing them both simultaneously, and then eventually going to invest in like real estate, you know, that stuff. I already am investing in like my Roth IRA, stocks, bonds. I have an investment account for my daughter. So, you know, I'm at the very beginning phases of all this, but I definitely see my overall big plan, and I'm working towards all of it. In my brain, there's like things I have to do first to get to the next level. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just sticking to my plan that I have right now. Yeah. So do you guys have any questions for me, like as a stripper? That would be good questions for our viewers. What made me start?
Or why? Well, what made you get into the industry?
I worked at an 80s club as a bottle service girl, and that's when I discovered cocaine. And that was a crazy hell of a drug. And that kind of was the gateway, like just being in that club environment, I always loved to dance. Like I was a gymnast growing up. So my friend and we both worked at this 80s club, and then we also worked at IHOP, and it was just too much. It was just, we're like, we're slaves. Like, this sucks. So we're like, let's go work at the strip club. So we went in, and she was like, let's start off as waitresses. And I was like, I already know I'm going to excel to being a dancer. So I'm just going to start with the dancer. And she started with a waitress. She eventually ended up being a dancer as well, but then she went back to waitressing. That was a crazy time. I've been in and out of the industry since 2018, and ever since then, every time I got back in the industry, I learned from my previous experience. So my game and my money has definitely been a lot better every single time I've came back. I'm going to I don't have no gatekeeping. I'm all about education, but I averagely make around $10,000 a month doing what I do now. And like back then it was like 5,000, 2,000 way back when, like, because also I wasn't disciplined. I wasn't like working consistent schedule. Mm-hmm. Now I do that. Like I'm more disciplined. I work consistent schedule. I have regulars, building relationships, you know. So last thing, I want you guys to shout out any and all future plans, your social medias, where to follow, etc. Let our viewers know where to follow you at.
I don't have social media.
Yeah, I don't either.
No social
private,
media. Yeah.
Okay, we're private girlies.
No, I just don't. My family has been begging me to get on at least Facebook, and I don't even have a Facebook.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I am not on social media whatsoever. But I feel like it's especially with being in this lifestyle, you know, it's nice to kind of have something to yourself.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah, so.
Yes, you got to keep things for yourself in this industry. It's very consuming of your life.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be always like this top tier woman, you know?
Yeah.
You have to be perceived as that all the time. It's very
a lot of hats to juggle.
a lot of, yeah.
It does. Yeah, for sure.
And you don't have anything either?
Nope.
Cool.
This is why she's my girl. Like, that is so funny. Yeah, that's hilarious.
Okay, well, thank you, ladies, for joining us. That was a great episode. Thank y'all so much for being here.
Thanks for inviting me.
Of course. If you would like to be on an episode of Clique of Heels, just send me an email at cliqueofheels@gmail.com. Please follow us on all of our social medias, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music. Give us a rating, 5-star, please. Also, Instagram, TikTok. And thank you for watching. That was weird. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time. Stay powerful.